got like 30 minutes to fuck with y'all. Check this out, man. I'm on my way to work, right? Riding this bus, coming to work. As soon as I get on the bus, this Hispanic dude spilled the beer all over himself, so he's getting off the bus. As soon as he get off at the back of the bus, he comes right back on in front of the bus. I'm like, where's my fucking phone and my black and miles? Just talking to the people on the back of the bus. Now, brother get on the bus with me. Out of everybody on the fucking bus, hit his brother get to talking shit to the man. But it's a young Hispanic dude sitting in front of me. As soon as the brother got to talking shit, y'all, the Hispanic dude looking at the brother crazy and about to say something. I say, homie, before you say something to him, just say something to your people. Eliminate all the bullshit, right? Hispanic dude do that. The other dude, so the other brother's like, oh man, you can get a Obama phone anywhere. Hispanic dude that's looking for a phone, so man, I ain't got no Obama phone. I can't get one. This is a regular phone. Come to find out, his phone's in a bag. So now it's time for me to get off at my stop to get to work. I tell the brother, I say, hey, bruh. He's like, what's up? I said, mind your business, homie. When it don't concern you, you don't got nothing to say. Because you putting other people in some bullshit that don't need to be put a part of it. His shit or your shit. Because you sitting up here telling the bus driver to call the fucking police, and the bus driver ain't even tripping on this dude. So you all in that man business, right? But that goes to show you, man, how people react without thinking, right? They don't think they trying to be good Samaritans. Sometimes good Samaritans put themselves in some shit they ain't got to put themselves in. You understand what I'm saying? That goes to show. I'm just looking at this clown Charleston White, telling this young brother on TikTok that he's a brave heart. He's showing because he had a fight. He said the average dude that got beat up wouldn't get on there like that. You see a whole lot of people. Sometimes Charleston White try to say some shit that makes sense. Other times he puts his foot in his mouth. Every time I hear him saying something that makes sense, it's really contradicting itself, right? Because see, what I don't understand about this dumbass, what's up, Brayton? How you doing, Brayton? What I don't understand about Charleston White sometimes is this. You talk real bad about gang members, yet you say you was a gang member. You joined Crips when you was in jail for protection because you was a rat, right? But then you say you turned your life around. So once you tell these young dudes what compelled you to want to turn your life around and not no longer be a gang member, right? Instead of saying fuck gang members, fuck all the dead people. See, that's some sign of growth. You showing some form of transformation, and you willing to reach out to somebody else that want to get up out of something but don't know how to get up out of nothing. They don't want to get up out of nothing by hearing something negative about what they're representing. You understand what I'm saying? Or we see the negativity of gangbanging, right? And because it's all about when you stop being an active gang member and non-active gang member, man, you're no longer participating into the gang violence. Your homeboys is watching you. You see if you're going to lead with examples. Give them a reason to want to pull away from the same shit that you pulled away from. And most dudes don't get that, right? So I believe every motherfucker that ever gang banged and then suddenly he's no longer being an active gang member as myself, as well as other people like Gangster Melly, Mel, Kev, Magnum, that we reach out to our communities and showing our people in our communities that this is what it's all about, man. Working, trying to live a positive and productive life. Because don't nobody have time to go back to nobody plantation. Don't nobody have time for the rhetoric that most dudes put out on here. I had a dude comment on my show. He said, man, how you feel about, he was feeling like I was going on gunning them because they PC'd up. He said, well, how do you feel about Crips and Bloods that PC up and they homies still accept them when they get to the streets? Anybody from my neighborhood that might PC up, man, if they come to the streets, I'm not going to embrace that. Because when I was in prison, I chose to want to gang bang. You watch this, man. Whether you was a Crip when you got arrested or not, or a Blood when you got arrested or not, it's still your choice when you get to that penitentiary. Oh, man, working going cool, man. It's going cool as a motherfucker, Mayweather. I'm loving it. If you go to prison or not, man, you still got a choice whether you want to put that blue rag or that red rag in your pocket and represent what you represent. You're not forced to represent your hood. I've never seen anybody tell somebody, say, hey, man, I ain't never seen nobody say you got to claim your hood. No, hey, homie, I done seen people come to the penitentiary and do this. Hey, I'm no longer with this, man. I'm trying to live a positive life where they can go home. And we welcome that. We embrace that. That's a form of change, man. See, change come within. It don't come through somebody else. It come within. What's up, vibing? And this is what we got to start embracing, man. I'm really on some positive type of shit, right? And I'm in there trying to build my community, uplift the black community as well as the brown community, right? I'm tired of people throwing shade at us. And it's only Hispanics, not all Hispanics. Let me rectify that. It's not all Hispanics. It's dudes like American Cholo that disrespect us and try to clean it up by putting other brothers on his show. And they accept his watered down bullshit. And they're using you just to get your viewers to watch his show so they can subscribe to his fucking show. You're being used. Don't allow yourself to be pimped, man, by a fake pimp. Don't become somebody hoe under bullshit. You feel me? We got to start supporting one another instead of supporting stupidity. You understand what I'm saying? Like Gunner, like Sandman and Box up north. I love their platform. I've been on their platform a few times. I love their platform because they don't throw shade. They don't instigate racial bullshit. We got to stop allowing people to say what they want to say by throwing shade at us, throwing lugs at us. Even with Charleston White, man, that dude, he want people to think he's on a positive tip. And man, Charleston White is a fucking plague, man. I don't respect no motherfucker that's a rat. Watch this. First of all, before people were saying he was a rat and exposed him for being a motherfucking rat, he got on there and say, I was the mastermind of my motherfucking crime. Whoop, 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 whoop. Basically, he was saying he was the thinker, and the rest of them dudes that was with him was nobody they ain't know how to think for their motherfucking self. But he ain't telling us that he told on them. Then you get his sidekick, right? The puppet. That's Dewberry, the puppet. You get him, so man, he was a kid when he did this. Hey, check this out, man. When you come off the porch, you already know it's no such thing as snitching, right? As a child, you knew you can get a spanking in the household for telling, right? So don't stop making excuses for dudes that rat. Stop making excuses for dudes that go to PC yards. Then when they come to the hood, y'all embracing these dudes like they did something spectacular. No, once you run from that fire, stay out the fire, man. Don't jump back into the fire because you're giving somebody some ammunition to always throw something up about you. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what we got to look at. I want to help the youth. Let's talk about doing something to create some dialogue, to have positive group meetings in the community to teach these kids how to stay away from gangs. See, they believe if you come from a broken home, you're going to be in a gang. Listen to me, man. 90% of my homies I grew up with, we didn't come from no broken home. We just chose to gang bang. That's what we chose to do. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't built for this. Some was and some wasn't. You understand what I'm saying? Do I regret being an active Crip member? Hell no. Listen to me, man. I had a ball when I was gang banging. I had a ball. I was trying to get my name just as big as the big homie Raymond. You understand what I'm saying? Especially when the motherfucker used to say, man, you remind me of Raymond. I was trying to get my name just as big as Big Raymond. You feel me? Raymond Lee Watson, man. Listen to me. But what I found out later on, gang banging is not for grown men. Gang banging is for kids. You understand what I'm saying? When you become a certain age, it's time to become responsible. You feel what I'm saying? It's not a good look for a grown man to be posted in the neighborhood with blue rags in his motherfucking pocket and his pants hanging off his ass. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Bino Brown. That's my IG. You feel what I'm saying? You got to look at it and say, when you grown, your pants hanging off your ass. This is what I understand, man. I see a lot of youngsters when I was in the joint, right? They play with the guns on the streets, but when they get to the pen, they scared to pick up a key suit. They say, let me have this fade. I heard Gunner say that today. Some dudes say it's like this. That's the difference from when I went to prison in 79. When I first went to prison, man, it wasn't about fist fighting. You might have a fist fight with your motherfucking cellie. You better hope that's the right cellie to have a fist fight with, or both of y'all gonna be sleeping 1 hour, right? You got to understand, man, here motherfucker use a pistol on the streets, embrace his enemies in prison, then come to the motherfucking streets and get a gun and want to shoot at his enemies when he was just his next door neighbor and was kicking it with him. Ain't that a goddamn shame? How we can all get along in prison Then we come to the motherfucking streets and we can't get along. Then y'all want to do this. Y'all want to listen to motherfuckers like Gunner that manipulate prison politics in LA, and he has nothing to do with Los Angeles, Southern California. You can listen to this sucker I heard on here last week from Arizona. Let me share something with you, man. The Emmy is not manipulating nothing out here. They might have did this in the mid early 2000s, right? But that shit been soured down and watered down, baby. We're allowing the system to manipulate black and brown chaos, and people like American Cholo, people like Gunner, people like Charleston White that say rhetoric come out their motherfucking mouth, and they manipulate people, and people get caught up into their feelings. Instead of addressing the motherfuckers that's saying the bullshit, they address a community with it. This is what we got to start doing. We got to start directing our anger to the persons that's misleading us with a whole lot of rhetoric, instead of taking it out on communities. Because watch this, man. Every day I see black and Hispanic kids going to school together, kicking it like they ain't got a care in the world. So why do we want to break up that type of camaraderie, that type of love, that type of respect? Listen to dudes like American Cholo, Gunner, Roja, and Charleston White, and this other dude, Daniel something, in Arizona. He said that's the cartel state. Shit, he sure is doing some dry snitching to say that's what that is, right? But y'all need to start listening to what these dudes be saying, man. It's on us to allow what's being said in our community, right? I understand Charleston White got a big old fan base. Hey, I'm not a hater or none of that, right? But what I don't admire or respect is, how can any woman be a fan of a man that say he'll rape a woman? I wouldn't give a fuck what color the woman is. Any motherfucker that say fuck kids, or he'll rape a woman, and another woman is tapping in and subscribing to a show, I wouldn't even want to be her friend. I wouldn't want to be her friend. I wouldn't want a female in my family to be her friend, because she's telling me she was somebody taking her, raping her, and that's what he's advocating. He say fuck kids. What decent human being would say fuck some kids, man? That's sickening to me, man. That shit is beyond confusing. You understand what I'm saying? Then you get these dudes like Roja and body out the Gunner dude. Always got something to say about us. But he will never have nothing to say about his partner, about their own people, right? You know what I'm really tripping on? You notice we didn't say nothing about Savage, because that ain't our place. They've been speaking on it. Now tell me who got the most respect towards anybody, and who shows the lack of respect. Start paying attention to what y'all see on YouTube, man. We gonna keep it positive. Same with these dudes. They say, oh man, I denounce Crip. I ain't got nothing to do with Crip. 2-3 days later, they don't have an opinion what's going on in the Crip community. Keep your motherfucking opinion to yourself if you're not representing it no more. And that's how that game go, man. Stop trying to mislead the kids by misleading them with some bullshit, talking about some positive people. I'm on some positive shit, y'all. I'm not with no controversy. I'm with uplifting my community. I'm with enlightening kids, to show kids you ain't got to repeat the things in life that I did already. I done ran into that wall. You see what I'm saying? Tune in tomorrow, man. A lot of stuff is going to come to light. I sure hope so, brother. I sure will be tuning in, checking it out, you know. But hey, man, my only goal is, if I could save one kid, man, I reached my goal. Because whether y'all believe it or not, dudes like Raymond and Tookie and Mac Thomas and them, they took time out to fuck with me. They took time out to talk to me and let me know that they wasn't cool with me being into a gang that they was a part of and helped start. They wasn't cool with that. And it was a conduct. It's a code of conduct you had to carry yourself. You know, because I was a managed little kid when I gang banged, man. And that's what y'all need to know. And that's all I want to do, man. I'm trying to, like you say, man, reach one, teach one. That's what I'm trying to do, man. Any parent that might tap into my show, if you feel you got a problem child, especially a young man, and he want to talk to somebody, tap in, man, and try to reach out to me. I guarantee you I can talk to him, I can mentor him, and on whatever. Back again, I throw the challenge out to the greater Los Angeles. Anybody with a place of business that got gang graffiti on it, or a home with gang graffiti on the garage or whatever, or your gate, if you buy the paint, I'll paint it for free. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to give back, just like I destroyed it, I'm trying to get it back right. And that's what we want to make these communities see. Watch this, man. If a community look good, people start feeling good about themselves. That's what we got to think too. If the community already looking fucked up, ain't no need in them trying to say, well, let's do something right because our community looking fucked up. Let's be fucked up. So if the community is looking good, I guarantee you we might get a little change out the youth out here. We got to stop blaming everything on this young generation. Can't blame no one generation on dropping the ball. We all dropped the motherfucking ball. A lot of fathers was in prison when their sons was brought up, and the mother can't raise a son by herself. You understand what I'm saying? Because you had some of these Jews that didn't know how to be an uncle. They didn't want to be a part of their nephew's life. Left their nephew started having money. Now you want to be uncle. No, man, we all must play our role. Structure is needed on the streets. I don't care what nobody say. If it was structures cease bullshit in prison, why you don't think a structure on the streets can cease bullshit out here? You feel me? What we need, man, in all actuality, what we really need is a round table. Just 2 or 3 people from each motherfucking neighborhood, Crips and Bloods, even Hispanic neighborhoods, and come up with some form of positive dialogue and call these politicians on their motherfucking bullshit. Stop throwing certain money to certain motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about trying to come bringing the money to where it really supposed to be at. See, that's what we need. We need these rappers. And I ain't talking about Snoop. Snoop contributes a lot. He created the Snoop League. All my nephews played in it. Right? One went through college, came up in it. What I'm telling you is, these rappers, these NBA players, the NFL players, these baseball players, if you're good enough to buy a ticket to go to Dodger Stadium, the Staples Center, SoFi, they should be good enough to donate something to our communities for the communities can be safe. Let's not make the stadium safe where there ain't gonna be no drama at the stadiums because y'all playing y'all ball. You understand what I'm saying? Let's contribute some money to this table. Donate something so we can have some form of dialogue to talk to the kids. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. This is what we need in our community. We must start calling people on their bullshit and say, man, won't y'all contribute? Because I can't do it by myself. I got a gang of homies that's willing to sit down and want to do things with the kids. My homie Artie always giving out backpacks, and he wanted me to be a part of this. Big Boo, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm asking y'all, support and donate to the causes that we trying to create. Stop bullshitting with it, man. It's a trip on how a motherfucker can get on Charleston White. He can get 150,000 motherfucking likes, subscribers, and I can't get 1,000. And I try to keep it 100 with everybody, man. That's all. I'm not a hater on nothing. I'm gonna stay pushing. I'm gonna stay being me. I'm gonna stay on the ground with this YouTube thing, man. Because my goal is to reach the kids. My goal is to have cease violence in LA. My goal is to have a gang truce in Los Angeles. That's my goal, man. If I can just reach one child, God has blessed me with many flavors. And with that said, y'all, I'd like y'all to hit that like and subscribe button, man. Tap in, man. Share this content with your friends. Tell them to subscribe to OG Compton Bam. Support the channel, y'all. Support the channel. You see all my information up there, OG Compton Bam, man. OG Bam Compton Front. With that said, peace, love, and happiness. Y'all enjoy y'all night.